Is up, Geekers, and welcome back to episode 7 of Montreal Canadiens Rebuild on the NHL 21 franchise mode. And we have a little fun one for you guys today. So take a look right here. We are now in the 2023-2024 season. Our current lineup looks like Quinton Byfield, Kotkaniemi, and Cole Caulfield, Kirby Dach, Suzuki, and Ovechkin, Peyton Krebs, Zachary Litter, Josh Anderson, Jesse Ylönen, Ryan Getzlaf, and Jonathan Toews on the final line. Defensively, we have Romanov, Ekblad, Murphy, Seider, Lindstrom, and Brook. So we are looking good. We have a few contracts on the book that are coming off at the end of this year. We're going to start playing up until the trade deadline and see how that goes. And then the next episode will be Friday on May 28th. So keep that in mind. May 28th on Friday is our next big one. So we're going to quickly just sim through the preseason games and see how the team looks as a whole. Right now, a Mark Stone for Ryan Getzlaf. No, thank you. We're going to stick with what we got and see how we do. We do have an elite goalie in the pipes in the AHL, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's doing one more year before he comes into the AHL. We did sign him his contract this year, and I can't wait to see how he's going to progress over the year. So 5-1-1 in the preseason, can't complain. And Nick Suzuki with 11 assists in 7 games. That's a playmaker right there for you. We got Cole Caulfield with 4 goals, 5 assists. Kotkaniemi with 4 and 5. Ovi with 4 and 3. Dach with 3 and 4. And Quinton Byfield with 3 and 4. That is very nice. So a lot of potential right there. Top 6, even potentially top 9 is some of the best in the NHL right now. So let's see how this progresses as we go through the first month all the way up to November. And can Montreal maintain a winning streak in the month of October like we usually do? Montreal's good at getting those 10 wins and then just falling off afterwards. So we get a loss right off the bat though to the Islanders and to Buffalo. 2 big losses, but we do get some points in there with some goals and another shootout loss. So we get that extra point there at least. So let's go see the draft class, see what we're looking at, because we may be in this rebuild moment, you know. So we got Kevin McElhinney right here, 5'9", offensive creativity, playmaking ability, and magic hands, but he lacks size. Mikhail Kygorodov, this really does look like at the end of the day, be a lot of playmakers. That's really what it looks like. But maybe Jack Stamkos at 6'4", defense. Can we scout him? We cannot, so we'll see how that plays out. But right now, I don't even think we have any draft picks in the first round this year. So we did get rid of that draft pick. So we'll see what gives as the season goes. But we do get our first win of the season after losing 5 straight, and that is against the Nashville. We lose against Colorado. We're now 5-4, and versus the Toronto Maple Leafs, we get a loss as well, and Ottawa Senators, we lose as well. So goaltending seems to be our biggest crux this year. Let's check out our goalies, because that does seem to be a big issue on our hands right now. Not roster moves, but that's fine. So goalies, and there we go. It's because Drieger is right now at an 84 from an 89 last year. Caden Primo is at an 81. He does have that starter potential still, and he's 24. That's that. And then here right now, none of our elite goalies are there, but we do have Taylor Gauthier and Ditcho. So that's pretty good, but I definitely think next year elite goaltending is going to have to be the goal. We're going to sign someone, hopefully 5-6 million. And we're definitely going to have to make some moves, I think, during the trade deadline. This is looking rough. We have no draft picks. Don't forget, we don't have our first overall draft pick, which is never fun when you're having a bad season like this, especially after making it to the playoffs and winning the Presidents. This is not how you want to come back, but this tends to happen. There's a bit of slack. Let's see if we can pick up the pace, though, in November. Montreal now with 3 straight wins, now 4-9-2. We get another win against the Capitals, and we're still moving forward. We win against San Jose. Can we get a win against Detroit? And we do. We win now. We're at 6 wins in a row as we face the New Jersey Devils that are 12-6-0. They do get a win against us, though. The Columbus Blue Jackets are up next. We do lose, and we get shut out, actually, against the Columbus Blue Jackets. We do get a 2-1 win over Boston, which is always nice to see. And as we face Tampa, we end up losing 5-3. Edmonton Oilers, we lose 5-2. And against the Minnesota Wild, to finish off, we win. So we're now 9-13-2. We moved up a bit in the standings. We're no longer in dead last, as that spot goes to the Boston Bruins in our division. Looking at the team stats, Nick Suzuki with 27 points right now on that second line. With Ovechkin, he has 6 goals and 21 assists. Alexander Ovechkin has 13 goals and 10 assists. And Cole Caulfield, 11 goals, 5 assists for 16 points. Right now, Kotkaniemi with 16 points. Doc at 15, Taze at 15, and Byfield at 14. So definitely right now we have one guy that's a point per game. It's Nick Suzuki. Let's see if the team can pick up the pace as December rolls around right before the holidays. Can they make a difference? That is the question, ladies and gentlemen, is can we make a difference in the month of December moving into January? Let us see. Montreal wins 3-2. That is 2 wins back to back, but we do lose to the Winnipeg Jets 3-2. That must have been a real close game. Let's go check out the draft class and see what there is. It's probably just elites. There we go. So if it's all elites, I'm not too worried about this year's draft. We're gonna definitely have to work on it next year though. But St. Louis does get a win, 3-0 win for us with a shutout right there. And we do lose to the EA. We lose to LA 5-1. That's a brutal one. But next up against Dallas, we win. Against Florida, we pull the win. That's 2 wins again, back-to-back on back-to-back nights. I'm liking what Montreal's doing right now. San Jose's offering us juice for Getzlaf, but we are going to refuse that, and we're going to keep on moving forward. And that is a 3-2 overtime loss. And we do beat Buffalo this time 4-3. We lose in shootout versus Pittsburgh, but we do get that extra point, so that's what matters. Against Chicago, we lose 7-1. Our goalie was not ready for that one. We win 6-0 against Carolina and lose 5-0 versus Nashville, who we did beat the previous month. So this is looking pretty tough right now. We are now 15-8, so we're no longer worst in the division at least. So we are reducing the value of that draft pick, which is important since we don't have it. But right now, as you can see, we have Alexander Ovechkin with 37 points, 20 goals, 17 assists. Nick Suzuki with 35 and Kotkaniemi with 31. Caulfield 17 goals, 12 assists, and Quinton Byfield and Kirby Dach at 23 points apiece. That's some big boys right there, 6'5", 6'4", right there. 5'7" though for Cole Caulfield, and he is right now 4th in points for the team. Let's go check out our goalies and see how they're doing. Right now, Drieger has 11 wins, 13 losses. Primo has 4 wins, 6 losses. He's an 84 overall and an 81 overall. So definitely our biggest weakness right now is the goaltending. So we are going to actually just advance to the Toronto game, and we're going to see how that period per period goes, as Toronto was the one in the second round that eliminated us from the series last year. So I want to see if we can get that vengeance. The team has to be hungry. We beat Ottawa, we lost to Toronto in the second round. So let's see right here as the first period goes. It's still tied 0-0. We get 2 goals and then they get, so Suzuki and Kotkaniemi, our leads up center, get the goals, and then they have a goal by Der Argutsev and William Nylander. And as the third period comes, Josh Anderson with the winner, and we had 27 shots to their 48, but we win 3-2, and that was one hell of a game. So let's go back to the sim right there. Montreal now in 6th in our division, 1 point behind the Red Wings and 2 points behind the Florida Panthers. So this month we could actually make a nice comeback as we go up to February 1st through the month of January. Can Montreal clinch and advance through the playoffs as we get a 3-2 shootout win and a 6-3 win against Anaheim? That's now 4 wins consecutive. Montreal has pulled together. We're now with a winning record at 19, and we tie it up back to 500. But against Philadelphia, we lose, and we lose against Calgary. We're back to below 500, but we're going to work on that. So right now, LA wants Josh Anderson and they're offering us Danny DeKaiser. We will refuse that trade, as Josh Anderson is a useful player on our team right now on that third pairing. There we go. We get a win and a loss right away. We go against the Capitals and we win. We are doing relatively better now. We're getting those wins. So this is a two-way forward, but we don't know what his... We want to see his playing style, please, because it says two-way forward, and I don't know. I don't think he's a two-way forward. I don't trust that. We don't know what he's going to be. Let's see, what do they have for him? Let's see his potential. A two-way defenseman is always interesting, and we are currently scouting him. There we go. Mathieu Deschamps in the top 10 of the draft. So Q player finally in the top 10 since we started this franchise mode. That is insane. But let's see, Detroit and San Jose beat us by close scores, and we lose against New Jersey, who I believe is leading right now. We're now 2 points behind Red Wings and just out of a playoff spot by 2 spots. So we could probably push to it. Ovechkin at 28 and 21. He is going for that Gretzky record. Suzuki with 47 points. Caulfield with 21 goals. Looking good right now with 20 and 20. That is what I'm talking about. And Kotkaniemi with 38 right there. Quinton Byfield with 37. This is looking good for us right now. We just need to keep on pushing. So let's see as we move forward. This is, I believe, the last month before the trade deadline. So we're going to just quickly look what is Ovechkin missing to beat the record right now. If we just quickly look at our team itself, the Montreal Canadiens, we definitely have some players that have some solid holding currently. So Nick Suzuki with 312 points is the most in the team. Jesperi Kotkaniemi with 6 seasons played is the most in the team currently. Nick Suzuki 220 assists, games played for 411 Kotkaniemi. Josh Anderson with the most penalty minutes. Drigger with the most shutouts and wins. Also Drigger. Nick Suzuki with the most goals at 92, which is rather surprising, but definitely going to have to be changed up. And quickly, if we just go to NHL, Alexander Ovechkin has surpassed Wayne Gretzky for most goals, ladies and gentlemen. He did it as a Montreal Canadian, a historic moment with a historic franchise. Ovechkin has done it, and that right there is why the thumbnail was called OV the Great 8, because he did it, ladies and gentlemen. You just witnessed Alexander Ovechkin beat Wayne Gretzky's goal scoring record with the Montreal Canadiens. All right, so now it's 3-2 right there. We got a win, and we do lose against Boston, who is the worst, but we're going to keep on pushing. We're not going to make a playoff spot, but as long as we don't finish dead last, we can really remove the chance of our first overall draft pick that we traded away becoming the #1 overall pick. As we move up now, just 10 points behind Ottawa, we could potentially push in for a playoff spot if we get these wins, but we are getting the extra points in overtime losses, so we will take those little extra points every now and then, but that is a regulation loss. Versus the LA Kings, we lose again. LA Kings really doing well right now, but Montreal struggling for a playoff spot at 61 points. We do get 2 wins right before Montreal, now sitting at 64 points. So let's go check that out. I think that was Penguins. I was reading the points at swap. So Ovi with 37 goals this season, 60 points in 62 games. I don't think we're going to do any big trades this year. Maybe just offset a few players. So Ovechkin, Suzuki, Caulfield, Kotkaniemi, Quinton Byfield, Kirby Dach, Taze, and Ekblad. So this doesn't look like our season. I think we are going to go through this whole season. Actually, we're going to advance this game. Then we're going to check our standings. And guys, yeah, I see. So we actually have to do it. Okay. We are going to sell a few players. We're not going to sell all of them, but we're going to sell some of the lower guys, put in some youth, and hopefully get some draft picks in the future. So, see, they want us to sell Aaron Ekblad. He does have 1 year left on his contract. I was hoping to be able to keep him, but he has a lot of value. So, if we get a nice offer for Ekblad, we're definitely going to do that. Let's go check out our trading block and see what else is up for trade. We have Jonathan Taze, which makes sense, Drigger, okay, Getzlaf, and Josh Anderson. So these guys all fine with 1 year left, 2 years left, 3 years left. Josh Anderson, I'd like to try to keep him. We'll see what we can do. But anyone with like Taze and Drigger, we can definitely move. So let's go see if there's any bites on right now for some of our players. Starting off with Goaltender Drigger. See right there, look at that, elite medium 68. We haven't signed him yet, but I am looking to giving him this contract this year, and I can't wait to see him grow now. So let's see, what do we find for Drigger? No trades on the open block anywhere. Makes sense, his salary cap was relatively high. So next up, we're gonna go and check out what people want for Getzlaf. Where is my, oh actually let's check out Taze first. There we go. Taze. We do have some offers, it looks like. Alright, so we have a chance of Rissanen and Lottie. These are 2 young prospects, but we're going to see what else there is. There is also Yonkman and Lottie, Stillman and Lottie, and New Jersey's second and Koprakari. So let's do something interesting. Let's see if we can actually pull this off. Potentially, I want to see if we can, if I take that out, they're right now leading the league, if I'm not mistaken. Look at that. Jack Hughes, Hischer, Forsberg, Holtz, Raquel, Roy. Like, they're doing real good. So, How is their value so like that's ridiculous? So let's go and get their not even. Okay, that's not worth it. So we're not gonna do Taze. Next up was Getzlaf. Getzlaf has no value. That's freaking crazy. But you know what? That's fine. So Savage and Suneman, but 28 teams or 28 offers. Okay, that's not too bad. Courtnall, okay. A. Johnson and Keppen. Edmonton Oilers third and Jensen. Okay, that's interesting. Not bad. Los Angeles Kings, they're offering us Yafalo though for 1 year. No. No. A lot of thirds. A lot of thirds. A seventh there. Bukestad, no. Okay. Blake Wheeler, ish. That's rough. Vetrano, Suter, and Sicek. Okay. Not much, eh? A third and a seventh from Washington might be actually our best bet. Get those draft picks. Those are for this year, but we can definitely use that to grow. So let's do it. We're playing bad this year. Let's get rid of Ryan Getzlaf. Next up is going to be Jonathan Taze. We are going to do finally a trade with him. Let's see once again what they offer, but I think we can definitely go and scramble something up now from New Jersey if we do edit trade. We're going to grab this here. Look at our draft picks. We have the second, third, seventh. We do have our first next year, which is key. So I want to see if I throw in this second and this third that we just picked up. We get rid of that. Do we have value for anything? We do not. We can get their second round only, and that's not worth it. Okay, so we're gonna skip. We're not gonna move Taste for now. Let's see what they're asking for on Aaron Ekblad. This is gonna hurt if we lose Aaron Ekblad. We don't have any more top tier defensemen, but let's see. I am curious. No trades for Aaron Ekblad. That is really interesting. So let's see if we can go and move Aaron Ekblad for something. Let's see. I don't want to move Ekblad. I love him, but at 27 years old, if we can offset him and then maybe sign him back, that might be worth it for us. So let's see. And it does clear up cap space for us, that's for sure. So Arizona's interested in their 34, 21, and 7. Who else is interested in him? Chicago, 36, 19, and 7, and they are interested in him. Colorado, no. Okay. Let's see. Can we maybe force them to drop one of their stars? Yes. Potentially, if they decide, because they have Yamamoto, so they might not even sign him back. They might not even be able to afford him, which is huge, because then we can go pick up a guy like Draisaitl next year. Or we just re-pick up. Yeah. Let's do this. We're going to go and pick up their next 2 draft picks like that. Why would they be? Oh, did they already extend Draisaitl? Did they extend? Oh, they did, eh? Oh my goodness. Jesus. 11 million they extended him for. Then how would they be over? They're not over the cap. That doesn't make sense. Okay, we'll throw in a cap dump from them. Who do they want to get rid of? They don't have much on cap dump, though. Besides like Lavoie, can I grab that? No, you're still over maximum salary cap. I need to go and see who you have in your roster that is a cap dump that I can try to pick up. Nobody. Oh, there we go. Mike Hoffman, 6 million. They do it. We get 2 first-round picks and Hoffman, and we might even be able to sign Ekblad back. That's a huge trade right there. And I think that's it. Let's go check out our trading block. That may be it. Jonathan Taze, Drigger, and Anderson. I think that's it. We're going to leave it at that. And we're going to, 7.2 on Taze. That's it. That was a 1-year deal. That's it. We're good. All right. I think that's going to be the trade deadline, guys. And we're going to move on now. And let's see what happens. This is good. Like, we had to reconstruct our team. We knew that. We knew that was coming. So we're going to go and edit the line quickly and then move forward. And this is insane. So we have a record with Ovechkin broken. We're not making the playoffs. We got rid of our best defense. We went to get 2 first-round draft picks, though, which is huge. And we may be able to still sign him back. So Jeremy Lauzon right there. Sure, we'll pick you up for 1.1 million 1 year. Not a problem. Let's go edit our lines, make sure the lines are still what they were. So right now, you see, that's what I was worried about. Let's do that. That. And that. I like that. Sniper, playmaker, two-way forward, power forward, playmaker, two-way forward, sniper. That looks good. That's very nice. And look at that, Zachary Lutter at 82 on the third line. That is exactly what we want from him. I like it a lot. I like what I'm seeing. Defensively, how we look in Romanov, Brook, Sider, Caden Gooley, and that's fine. We're going to have to play with that -3, no choice. And in the special teams power plays, that is a hell of some power plays. All right, we're good. We're looking good. This is definitely part of the rebuild stage. So we had one good year, and that's the thing. When you're in a rebuild, you can't let one good year just convince you that you're ready, like Montreal does. Last year, we beat Pittsburgh in the playoffs, and then the Montreal Canadiens were like, all right, the rebuild's done. We're going to just load up and go for the playoffs this year. Guys, you weren't done. Besides Kotkaniemi and Suzuki, you didn't even know if Caulfield and Romanov would perform this year. Luckily, Romanov performed well. Caulfield's doing great, but you're still in your rebuild, and now you wasted that. Stahl's gone, Perry's gone, Dano and Tatar are gone, which, you know what, God bless. Seriously, Weber's most likely going to be gone because of his injuries. I don't think he's going to be able to continue producing at the same rate. That's not his fault. But that's just the way it is, and people have to understand that, you know? So we're looking real good right now. We're going to be able to sign some guys back. We cleared up some cap space. We know we're not signing back Drieger, not at 11 million. If we're signing him back, it's like, hey buddy, here's a $2 million contract, and be my backup goalie type thing, you know? But I think I'm going to put my two young goalies in next year. I want him to develop. I want my elite to grow. So if he's NHL ready next year, that's what we're doing. We're going to definitely be doing that. All right, and let's move through this. We're going to go all the way up to free agency because we're just going to re-sign contracts. We have no choice anyways to re-sign contracts. And we get some wins at the end. That's what I'm talking about. As long as look at that. That's nice, you know? Like, let's see if our, wow, 35 and 38. Let's look at the standings. That's some pretty good. 76, 47 goals for Alexander Ovechkin. That is insane. This man is a legend. He is currently 38 years old, and he gets 47 goals, 76 points. Nick Suzuki with 71. Kotkaniemi with 62 points on the year. Kirby Dach with 58. 55 to Byfield. And Cole Caulfield gets you his 25 goals. He is 54 points. He's an 85 elite medium overall. He still has time to grow. He is only 23 years old. Byfield is 21. Dach is 23. Kotkaniemi is 23. Suzuki is 24. See this though right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all under the age of 25, and they are performing for you. That is a promising future in the next couple of years. We just have to tune it up a bit now. So I love this song right now. Let's play it. It's great. Okay, let's move forward. I don't think our draft spot will be given to someone that's going to get first. If it is, hey, you know what? That's hilarious. If we get anyone in the top 3, our draft that we gave away, I would laugh very, very hard. But let's see what it gives. I don't think it will, though, to be honest. I do not believe so. Well, let's see. Let's view draft class right now. It's all elites. We're fine. Nothing over an elite. Next year we have some drafts. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, we might actually be able to get Ekblad back next year because I don't think Edmonton's going to be able to afford him. That's the key. If they can't afford Ekblad, we can sign him back unless he's asking for 10 million. Then I'm going to say no. So Montreal, Chicago via Montreal. There you go. 7th. They actually dropped the position. That's exactly what we wanted to see. So I'm happy with that. Let's go into the draft. See if anybody retired actually. Did Ovechkin retire after beating the record, or does he stay? He stays for 1 more year. So Montreal, do we have any players that took the retirement this year? I don't think so. I saw Getzlaf retire, but he's no longer with us. We did trade him. So that was Getzlaf's last year, and that was a hell of a season. Oh, so I guess I didn't retire. So Thornton does as a free agent, and he's leading the retiree class. Then you have Pavelski, Spezza, and Parise. Shea Weber takes his retirement at the age of 38 years old. He has 1,300 games and 716. So Captain Webbs finished his career in the AHL. Why? I don't know, but he did his retirement in the AHL. Keith Yandel retired, Zajac, Bufflin, and Wayne Simmons. Look at that. All these guys, all in the AHL. Milan Lucic retires as a free agent, and Michael Frolik retires in the San Jose lineup. All right, that's the retiring class, and that does happen. But again, why Weber? Just, I think if you're destined for the Hall of Fame and you end up keeping on playing until you're only an AHL player, you should lose. Like, you should lose your AHL, your Hall of Fame like ballot. Like, you just ruined your stats in your career by doing that. Okay, we definitely need right wings, so that's what we are going to be looking for as we sim to the second round. And Nashville's offering us some draft picks, but we're going to say no, as we really need to pick a right wing and we want as good as possible. But there is Bennett Claremont, a defense right there, or we have Joakim Tukkanen. So he is 3 years till NHL ready, but right now this is the pick that they're saying we should do. He is a little slow, but I think we can do it. Let's go. Bennett Claremont at 6 foot. We need some size. He's a right-handed defense. He's Canadian. Let's do it. And he ends up being a top 4 medium. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, next pick right here. Who can we pick up? That's the key. And we have a Labelle right there, but we do have 2 defense right here. We have a defensive defense in Artem Prokhorn and Caden Kilger. So let's check them out. Caden Kilger, 4 years till being NHL ready. And right here, Artem with 3 years. So we're going to take the guy that has 3 years left to be ready. There is this guy right here that's interesting, but I don't think he's going to be 4 years. No. So let's go Prokhorkin. Take him. Defensive def man. And he ends up being a top 6 defense. Not a problem. We can definitely end up playing him in the NHL down the road. Round 5, pick number 6. Is there a gem that we can steal? There is no gem, but they are telling us about this goalie, Richard Siklenka. 21 wins in 28 games. Not too shabby. He played in the Extra Liga. Let's pick him up, see what he does. And it might be a good choice for us as we pick another elite medium defenseman. Oh my god, what a steal. We can sign 2 elite medium defensemen long term potentially. That would be phenomenal. Alright, and then here we have Julian Zanata. Julian Zanata right here. We have no report on him though, but he is a center. He's 6'2", which has size, which even if I put him on the 4th line, I like that. And he's a bottom 6 forward, power forward, not a problem. We can definitely use that on the 4th line, like I said, down the line. Round 7, pick number 6 for the Montreal Canadiens. As we look through, they're telling us to take Kyler Holtz. He is a sniper. He is a left wing though. And we have Torton Sorcham, who's a right wing. So 5 years till NHL ready. We want to do this. Okay, 5 years. No idea and no idea. So we're going to take Holtz. We have no idea about these two. He might be worth it. And bottom 6, 2-way forward. There we go. And we do need 2-way forwards on the bottom 6. So that does help. And lastly, we have here the last draft pick, I think. So let's see what there is. Any gems all the way down here? I don't think so. I mean, look at this number. We're way too out of it. All right. So we could definitely check it out though if there's any gems. Let's go. Look at that. Pick 208, 217. It is a right wing though, so that does intrigue me. No gems. There we go. Wilson Brathwaite, 5'11" right wing. We're short on right wings, so let's see what it gives. A bottom 6, not a problem. And that is the end of the draft, ladies and gentlemen, as we picked up a few players. Another elite medium goalie in Siklenka. I am very happy with that. With now 2 elite goalies in the pipeline, plus Caden Primo as a starter. It's solid for us. I gotta say, it's very solid. So let's see what it gives as we move into the contracts. Re-signing time. So quickly, unsigned players. We got Claremont and Prorokin that we're going to let just play 1 year without signing a contract. Then we're going to sign them. And in the goalies, we have Siklenka right here, 19 years old, 58. We're going to let him play 1 year without there. All right. So a lot of players here to re-sign. And goaltending wise, we have our 2 young guys there. And in the UFAs, if I go to goalies, Drieger, Paris at 72. Now's the time to sign him. Can we put him? No, we have to keep him on a 3-year. He's going to come out of that at 23 years old, but he's 72 overall, and that's exactly... What are you asking for, Drew? 83-year-old? You're asking 1.5? No, we're going to play Primo and Purse, I think, in the NHL. So, Tays, 84. If you're asking for a decent deal, 2.6 million, 2 years, I'm willing to pay you that. Murphy, no. Lozone, no. Schumann, no. Bergford's, yeah, we're going to offer you guys contracts because you guys are all young. And we do need our youth. I mean, honestly, he may not even sign with us, Tays. He might want to go and retire with a strong team. So we're going to see. So let's see here what we have. 1 year, okay. 1 year, 1.4, sure, because you have played NHL experience. Ilanin, 2 years, 900,000. We're going to release you. And then right here, qualify, release Pezzetta, and qualify. Let's go look at our goalies. We will sign Gauthier and Dichow. All right, that might be it. I think we're good. So, sim to free agency. We're going to see who's in the free agency, and then that's where the video is going to end. So, Tays appreciates the deal. He signs. Lidstrom signs. Ham, yes. Parse signs. Good. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, boys. We got ourselves our first elite goalie at 72 overall, ready to play in the in our almost our NHL. I think we might actually just put him, right away in the NHL as a backup, give him some NHL experience, or maybe play him AHL 1 year as the #1 goalie, and then put him into the NHL the following year. So sign free agents right here. Let's see what we have. There's Mitch Marner, that is 27 years old, 93 overall playmaker. He will not grow anymore though, so that is something we have to keep in mind. But that is very interesting. We have Terry Sawchuk right there at an 88, Konechny at an 86, Kane, Tippett, Brad Marchand, Thomas Tatar, White. Now, here's the thing. We have 24 million in cap space. Marner is asking for 14 million, 7 years. We do have all our guys to sign. I don't see... Edmonton signed him back. Edmonton signed back. That is insane. Is that... That is not... That is Sidney Crosby. Okay, guys, are we signing Sidney Crosby for 2 years? Do we sign Sidney Crosby? Yes, I think we will. I think we're going to have Sidney Crosby and Alexander Ovechkin on a line. That is phenomenal. Hayden Fleury right there. He's not going to grow anymore. I think we're going to have Sidney Crosby and Ovechkin on a line. But right now, look at all that. Parayko right there, 85, asking for 7 million. Who's this? Nicholas Roy, 85 overall. Okay. I just want to check goaltending. I don't think. Shesterkin at 6.8. We're not going to sign any goalies, actually, because our goalies do look good. So let me know what you guys think. But I think that on Friday, coming up, we're going to definitely be looking at maybe signing. Like, look at that. That's a lot of draft picks to give up. And I don't know if I want him. We do have two snipers right now. I'd rather not. We're going to see what happens after Ovechkin and next year, because we do have a lot of draft picks now. So right now we're looking at Crosby, Sid the Kid at 85 overall, 84 overall. We're definitely going to put him on the third line center. That is insane. So we're going to back up from there quickly. Look at the record books. And is there anything that... What we want to see is basically if Crosby is about to beat any record. So right here, most points, Crosby's not even in the discussion. Most assists, Crosby's not there, which is really like weird. 100-point seasons. So Crosby's nowhere to be seen in any of these discussions. So let's go quickly check out his stats, because, guys, we might have to get Crosby. We might have to help him at least grow in one of these stats. So what is his season highlights like? What are his total points? How is he not in any of these conversations in the top 10, top 5 of any of these? So let's go check him out. Let's see. He's had a total of 1,589 points. How is he not even there? Like, he definitely, 2 more years with us, we could make him definitely do something. We could definitely help him there. 2 more years, we can try to help him. He's at 1,500. Quickly, let's check it out. 1,700 points. He's at 1,560. He needs a lot of points. I don't think he's going to make it. I really don't think he's going to make it, but we're going to pick him up, see what happens. We do have Ovechkin still for one more year. I like that. So this is where we're going to end it, guys. Thank you for stopping by. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to drop that like button and smash the subscribe. Remember, geeking out is all about doing what you love and doing what you're comfortable. So whether it be hockey, Pokemon, NHL, video games, anime, you do you. No one's ever going to judge you. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you all on Friday.